Hi everyone, my name is
Hello.
Kate
My name is Ranti.
and you're welcome to the Back End Scoop.
Nalai. Nalai. Well, this is Flick Lounge or the back end scoop. Yes.
Where we review movies, right?
Yes.
I give you all the tea. Not to spoil them anyway.
Nah. Movies that are value, things that you should learn from, Those are the movies that we review. Just like the movie, the Raven movie.
My dear, should we speak? First of all, please, I'm still looking for the tears.
The premium test.
The premium tears. Okay, truthfully, it was quite emotional.
Okay.
At some point, where you just have, the tears welling, but they did not drop. I mean, the action or the movie itself was not enough to make me actually cry. It was emotional, but to cry, there were a lot of
okay,
yeah. No.
But one thing, when something is trending,
Yeah.
People that don't have emotions,
just because they must also cry,
they
must also fall into that category.
They don't cry anything. They day for how the chopper, so they watch it.
Was it a lot? It was a lot. For one person to go through, it was a lot. And the twist at the end, maybe I should leave that. But the twists, truly, I agree with what a lot of people have been saying. The twist at the end, I didn't expect it. It wasn't, because at some point I had to be asking me, what happened? Oh, is this what happened? Oh, this is what it is. Oh, this is... I didn't expect it, because I just expected that it would end, after all the drama at the bank and everything, I just expected that it would end, but that twist, I had to think.
Can you give us the context? What was the movie about?
Okay, it's actually about a single mother, a single black mother. I had to put that in context because I don't know. I think there's something about her career, this kind of
black
narratives, yes,
and the black culture, yeah.
And apart from that, sincerely speaking, I don't think it's usually as that bad for single white mothers. I'm not being racist. I'm not being whatever, but I don't think it's usually that
bad. Why do you think so?
I just think the society would just favor them better.
Okay.
Right? It would just favor them more.
Are you now saying that suffering is associated with that?
No, I just think, I mean, like I said, the society just tends to favor single white women or mothers. And, I saw a lot of that because, I don't think a white employer would do what an employer did to her. And I don't even think a black employer would do what he did if she were white. Okay. Again, disclaimer. I am not racist. No. I just feel sometimes, I don't know, maybe the world is just wired that way. And so we had this, single black woman going through a lot, trying to take care of herself and her daughter. She had a sickly child. I think her child had asthma, some health issues, and she was doing all she could. Kids. First, let me digress a bit. Tell me why, with all the work and all what she went through, she was only earning $521.
Can we calculate it in naira?
No,
they play.
because when you do that, it's all lot. Try to manage herself, living in one of those. I've not visited America yet, but I think it's one of those, let's say downtown ghetto areas and all of that. But she was still managing herself. Sometimes she didn't have heating. She went through a lot, but she did not break. I think that's one lesson. She was really dealing with a lot, but she did not break. She didn't have much, because there was a scene in the movie where she didn't have much, but she, out of the little she had, she was still giving. There was this guy who was, I think, was in a wheelchair, who would always ask her for some change and all of that. So out of the little she had, she was still giving. I think that's, like I said, she didn't break.
But that giving is, people give not because they have a lot to give. People give because it's in them to give.
It's in them to give.
Have it.
Well, you're right.
She was just that compassionate.
Yeah, but you would have also expected that someone didn't have a lot.
To hold back.
Yes, and it would have been fine. Nobody would judge her because her reasons would have been very valid.
Yeah.
But she didn't do that.
Yeah.
She still gave the guy and all of that. And let me also tell you why I feel, again, I don't know why I keep putting this. I'm not racist. She had like an issue with a police officer who was white, and the things this guy said to her. It was really horrible. And I also feel that if it was a white lady, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that. And just fast forward to towards the end. The police officers, when they got involved with what seemed to be a bank robbery, they were telling her to come out, but she kept saying she didn't want to come out because of that white police officer who had told her previously that the next time he sees her, he's going to blow her brains. As in, That was the reason why she didn't even want to come out until they identified the officer and got him off, the scene of the so-called robbery. She didn't agree to come out just because of that guy. So, I mean, it was a lot.
So what are the lessons?
First and foremost, no matter what they're going through, don't break.
Don't break.
Don't break. I mean, it would. I don't know if I should say it would pass, because for her, it would not even pass. That's the truth.
For some, you would have to live with it the rest of your life.
But don't break. And then be kind. Be kind to people. Be kind to yourself. And I mean, you see, being kind to people, we say it a lot. You don't know what people are going through. Be kind to them. Really be kind. Well, she was wanted for the murder of her employer,
Okay.
right? And I'm just thinking about how he treated her. Fine. At the end, again, it was all. I think she was just in shock because her daughter had died nights before. But all of that happened the morning after.
Okay.
But just thinking about it, her employer was very mean, very, very mean. She got a call from her daughter's school, because she had to give her some money for lunch. It was really, really, employers, we can do better. We can really, really do better, because it's not. I mean, people go through a lot, but they still come to work. They still try to put in their best. You just, one of I need to attend this school event. One of I need to take my child to the hospital. One of this, one of that. It's not all the time. Be kind to people and all
And
that.
empathy can never be overestimated, right?
You know what happens? A lot of people don't even know the difference between empathy. So maybe that is why we don't have a lot of people who have empathy. So maybe we should let them know
Okay.
what empathy is.
Empathy is putting yourself in someone's shoes. You may not necessarily feel the person's pain directly, but just thinking about it. Oh, this person is going through this.
What if I was the one?
Yeah, what if I was the one? Also think of the times you were in a very bad situation, how you felt, and you wanted people to just understand or give you just that time off, cut you some slack.
Right. You also had this friend. See, the beauty of friendship. And I'm not talking about those friends that friends that really know you. They know. If they say Kate did this, the friend will say no. It cannot be Kate. Maybe it's another Kate, but the Kate that I know. I mean, we need those kind of friends that can stand up for us, that can defend us, that really, really know us. Because she had this friend she was working with, and when the police officers came, she was like, "Not this person that I know. This person is kind. She doesn't get in anybody's way." She was ready to. In fact, she stood up and she was ready. Like whatever it is not this person. So we need those kind of friends, not the ones that will run away, even when they say it is you. Not the ones that run away. Are you sure? Are you sure my friend did not do this? No, the ones that will still stick their neck and say, except until you confess with this your mouth to say, I truly did it. Well, at least they will stand for you. You need, good friends.
Yeah.
Good friends.
I've been in a situation before in my life where a rumor about me came up. There are things that you hear about you, like, is it me? Don't they trend?
Nothing me.
I heard that, and I was looking around just my immediate environment. I wanted, for each person I spoke with, I was looking for the one person that would look me in the eyes and say, I believe you. I know you couldn't have done that. Like, everybody was actually telling me that, you have to keep it low now. And like, so nobody actually even believes me. Everybody thinks maybe I actually did it.
Just at that point, a reset.
Yes.
We are doing a quick reset, overhauling.
And I think that was when I started learning how to give people benefit of doubt.
Back to that empathic thing, they had a police officer. See, learning to put yourself in. And really, you don't have to have gone through those things to be able to put yourself, in the other person's shoes. This lady, yes, she had gone through that. I think she was also a single mom herself, but of course, doing better than this other lady. She could understand how this lady was. She could, they had to bring in somebody who would negotiate with her so that she could come out. But at the end of the day, it was this lady that did the job because she understood what this other lady was going through and all of that. And of course, she got the job done. And I mean, the movie was a whole lot, but of course not for the crime.
Do you think it was overrated? Like people are just chatting for nothing?
Honestly, I think so.
How would you rate the movie? On a scale of 0 to 10.
I'll give it a 7 over 10.
Yo! For a movie?
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 over 10. For Taraji has always been my girl.
Like always.
I can do bad all by myself.
Yeah.
And she also did this one where I think she was a hit woman. I've forgotten the title now. Oh.
The only one I can remember.
I can do bad. She's done, even the family that prays.
Yeah.
I mean, she has always been my girl.
She's A game, anytime.
Herself and Scarlett Johansson. Oh God, I love both of them. I think both. So she didn't. She brought her A game.
And the movie is
Strong. I'm sure that people that
you already,
guessed.
you already know.
They would have guessed, you know. But it was really good. And let me follow the bandwagon, right? I think Tyler Perry needs to change, the storyline in terms of, I mean, black women are killing us.
We're killing it.
You don't always have to suffer, right?
Was that not the first thing I asked?
Yeah, we don't.
Must we show us off ahead?
No, we don't, because it brings me back to, I know we're not reviewing this, but I don't know if you've seen the series Forever.
No.
And this black family, I mean, living in wealth, and black people generally are doing
Black
very well.
royalty. So this is Chatty and my name is Ranti.
And this is Ranti.
Okay, now my name is Chatty. Thank you for showing up
You're
at
welcome.
such a very short notice. Thank you for watching it. I know that I had to literally put this.
She forced me to watch it all, but it was a good watch. So I don't regret it in any way. It was a very good watch. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So guys, thank you always for watching Flick Lounge on Back End Scoop. Don't forget
To like, share, subscribe,
and drop a comment.
and drop a comment.
Yes. We'll be back again with a movie that we think you should watch. Thank you again and bye.